Welcome to TOHacks 2022.
Awesome. So our mission is to connect individuals with professional development and growth opportunities through an inclusive and uplifting environment.
And now TOHacks 2022.
So let's take a closer look. It's a 24-hour hackathon. There's 13 plus sponsors. We have around 1,500 plus applicants, and there are 20 plus workshops, and there's more to come this weekend, and we have 45 plus mentors.
So a big thanks to our sponsors for making all of this possible. Really grateful for that opportunity. So a word from our sponsors.
Hey everyone, I'm Amy LeBlanc and I'm a product manager at Capital One. First off, we're so excited to be here with you all this weekend. I cannot wait to see all of the different solutions you develop during this hackathon. At Capital One, we are in the business of helping customers succeed with credit. We offer innovative credit solutions which are tailored to the individual needs of all Canadians. We believe in putting people first, which is fundamental across all of our business operations. We deliver innovative and simple to use products that bring tremendous value to our customers. Capital One operates with two primary digital channels, our mobile application and our web-based online banking. We're going all in on mobile and are positioning ourselves to lead the industry with great features and usability. Some of the key mobile features are real-time alerts to notify our customers of any transactions on their credit card, payment reminders to promote financial health, transaction history to stay on top of spending, credit keeper to monitor credit scores, and much, much more. At Capital One, we never stop challenging ourselves to find better ways to serve our customers, which leads us to our problem statement of this hackathon. How might we digitally engage our different demographics? We have customers with a diverse set of backgrounds and needs. How can we improve experiences for those who are older or those who need additional accessibility support? Each member of the winning team will receive a $50 gift card and a Capital One swag bag. We are hiring new grads starting in September. If you are interested, you can check out our careers page, or you can contact us at campusrecruiting@capitalone.com. So, show us what you can do, and happy hacking.
Hey, TOHacks participants. Thanks for giving me this chance to speak to you today. My name is Monty Guy, and I'm a development director at Genesis. Every year, Genesis is responsible for orchestrating billions of customer experiences for organizations in over 100 countries. Through the power of our cloud, voice, digital, data processing, and AI technology, customers around the world can realize experience as a service, our vision for empathetic customer experiences at scale. Now, I'm certain that almost all of you have interacted with Genesis products because Genesis is a world leader providing contact center software, solutions, and cloud services. Our software is used by many of the top brands around the globe, and that includes the top brands in Canada as well. And it's not just about businesses or companies, organizations from nonprofits and healthcare providers to government agencies, and the biggest Fortune 500 companies are able to support their users with Genesis. We put the customer at the center of what we do, and we passionately believe that great customer engagement drives business outcomes. Now, I work in the Workforce Engagement Management Group, or WEM for short. WEM allows organizations to build a future where empathy and productivity in the workplace go hand in hand. WEM products focus on three main areas: employee performance, resource management, quality assurance, and compliance. At Genesis and at our local Genesis office right here in the Toronto area, we support an environment where I think developers can continuously learn as part of a career that's rewarding, fun, and impactful. In Canada, we're currently hiring full-time back-end developers, full-stack developers, front-end developers, and test automation developers. I've supported the hiring of interns at Genesis for well over a decade, and we continue to hire dozens of interns locally every year. Happy hacking to all the TOHacks participants, and good luck.
Hi, I'm Adrian. I'm the developer advocate for Cockroach Labs. And this is Atticus. I told Andy that I would include him in this. We are very excited to be at TOHacks this year to help you build what you dream. But you might be asking, what is Cockroach Labs? Cockroach Labs, let me put him down. Cockroach Labs is the creator and maintainer of CockroachDB, the most highly evolved database on the planet. It scales fast, it survives anything, and it thrives anywhere, just like a cockroach. This weekend, we're challenging people to use CockroachDB serverless, which is a Postgres-compatible database with elastic scale, consumption-based pricing, and you can start for free, no credit card required, which is great for a hackathon project. You'll get 5 gigabytes of storage and 250 million request units per month. That's a pretty great free tier for building out your hackathon project or maybe some hobby project you have on the side. And you can use your favorite language. Since it uses Postgres, you can use your favorite Postgres client or tooling. Or even something like my favorite, Prisma. Go ahead and sign up for a free CockroachDB serverless account using this link below. It's nice if you could actually use this link because it does attribute all the signups back to TOHacks, which only helps us come back again and again. So please, you can use this link. To incentivize you to build using CockroachDB this weekend, we do have the Build What You Dream challenge. So we're looking for projects with the best use of CockroachDB serverless. For the winning team, each member is going to receive $100 Canadian Amazon gift card, up to 4 members, and you'll be featured in CockroachDB blog post or live stream. Hopefully, some of you have attended Bilal's workshop that happened earlier this week, so you got a little bit of a head start. We are excited to hear what you're going to end up creating and look forward to judging all of the projects on Sunday. So happy hacking.
Hi everyone, my name is Nee Ryan and I'm one of Scotiabank's Technology and Analytics campus recruiters. First, I want to give a huge shout out to the TOHacks team for putting together such an amazing event. It has been so great getting to meet all you students at our workshop, How to Land Your Dream Job, that took place this past Wednesday, as well as in the networking rooms on Zoom this past Thursday. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about some opportunities that we have at Scotiabank. First, I want to talk about our amazing Velocity Co-op program. Velocity is a great space to learn, develop, and network. We're currently recruiting for our Technology Velocity program for the fall co-op term, but we will definitely have opportunities for the winter and for next summer too. If you're looking for a new graduate opportunity, recruitment for that will be starting closer to the end of summer, but feel free to go on our website and check out any of our TILT programs. They are all amazing. Now, I wish you all the very best this weekend. I hope you are gonna have fun. I hope you're gonna learn lots, and feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Again, my name is Neve Ryan, and let me know that you're participating in this hackathon. I'd love to hear how it's going. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's CJ Cobb. I'm a software engineer at RippleX, and I'm here to kick off your hackathon. So it's a really exciting time to be in crypto right now. There's a lot of innovation happening all across the space, lots of competing protocols, competing apps. It's a really new industry. It feels like 1999 when the web was first coming around, right? And there are a lot of companies and organizations trying to get in this space, and no one knew what it was going to look like, what the future was going to bring. You know, and at that time, right, a lot of companies did fail. We had the dot-com bubble, but a lot of companies succeeded, right? And the world we live in today is dominated by the web. We have Google, we have Amazon, we have Facebook, right? All kinds of technology giants, right? And so that's where we are now in crypto. We're at the very beginning, and we're trying to decide who are going to be the giants. What technologies are going to be the giants? What technologies are going to stick? And what technologies are going to fade away, right? Because in 10 years, the world's going to look very different, and crypto is going to be a big part of the world, of the technology world. And as a developer in this space, you have the opportunity to define that. You have the opportunity to, get in at the ground floor and define what the future looks like. I think crypto and blockchain is probably the most exciting industry to be a developer in because of what I just said, and because the problems are all very new and difficult. They're difficult technical problems, right? When we're talking about decentralization and Byzantine fault tolerance, right, dealing with malicious adversaries, trustlessness, these are really hard problems that no one solved, that people have only started working on sort of recently, right? So it's really exciting as a developer, and you get to be creative to try new things while other developers are trying new things too, and you're all in competition to see who can come up with the best solution, right? So this is really early days, and you get to be very creative and very innovative, and it's a really great space to be a developer. And it's all open source as well, which is fun because you get to iterate fast, and your code's all out there, and everyone can innovate on everyone else's ideas, right? There's no siloed work where it's happening behind closed doors at company A and the same work's happening behind closed door in company B, right? Everything's out there. All the ETH innovations, right? They're all published on the internet for everyone to see, right? For other chains to say, okay, we'll take this, but not take that. And the same goes for every other chain. Every chain sees what every other chain is doing and can choose to use some of those innovations to build on them, or to say, no, that's not a good idea, and here's my better idea, right? So it's a really, really exciting time to be a builder. Currently, right, crypto, we're also like becoming more mature. Even though it's an early time, we are becoming more mature, and it seems pretty obvious that crypto is here to stay in one form or another. It's just, what is that form, right? We're in a current bear market, but the whole economy is in a bear market, right? We'll bounce back from this. It's not anything to do particularly with crypto. But there's a lot of competing protocols and apps out there right now. It's like a huge shakeup, right? We have all these L1s out there with their different consensus mechanisms, different smart contract languages. And it's exciting to be part of that sort of like war. It's like a L1 war to figure out who's going to win and who's the best and what's the best for users, right? Right, because like Ethereum is basically the dominant chain. It is the dominant chain in the industry. Everyone wants to use Ethereum, but it's too slow and the gas fees are too high. So what do we do, right? And there's a million people trying to figure out what to do, and a million people like implementing different ways, right? We have all these EVM compatible chains like Avalanche, Polygon, right? And even Solana is going to add EVM support. Right? It's kind of like even table stakes for a chain to add EVM support, right? Ripple XRPL is going to add an EVM sidechain as well, because everyone agrees that the Ethereum virtual machine is good, the smart contracts are good, that these Solidity like DeFi apps that are deployed on the Ethereum virtual machine are good and have so much momentum. We're not going to move away from that, but we have to solve the Ethereum scaling problem, right, and the gas fee problem. So that's really exciting to see how these different chains and different protocols approach that. And also there's all the L2 solutions that scale Ethereum off-chain, off the Ethereum main chain, and then settle back to the main chain, right? But the exciting part is no one has really solved these problems, right? Like those L2 solutions, they all have issues, right? They all have like security issues or latency issues where it takes a long time to come back to the Ethereum main chain. Even all the other competing L1s, it's a big shakeup with who's going to win, right? We have Solana. Solana it's very fast, right? Very fast, very low fees. That's really great. But Solana has crashed multiple times, right? Like for hours at a time. That can't happen. I can't go and try, if we're thinking point of sale, I can't go and try to buy a cup of coffee and then just, no, you can't buy a cup of coffee, come back in an hour, right? That can't happen. So it's like not sufficient. We have these other chains like that have good ideas maybe, but there's a huge war in who's going to gain traction, who's going to get all the users, and succeed. And given that there's all these other chains, and it's going to be like that for a while, it's not going to be like tomorrow all of a sudden there's one chain. We do have the ETH merge coming, but even with the ETH merge, when they transition to proof of stake, they won't be any faster than these other EVM chains that are already some form of proof of stake. They won't be any faster than Binance Smart Chain, than Avalanche, than Polygon, right? They're basically just going to keep up with them. And those chains are not infinitely fast, right? Polygon says like 65,000 transactions per second. That's a lie. Avalanche says like 4,500 transactions per second. That's a lie. The Ethereum virtual machine can only do a few hundred transactions per second because it's single threaded, right? It's important to know this as a developer. So even then, even when ETH transitions to proof of stake, even with these other L1s, these other EVM chains that are already proof of stake, we still have a scaling problem, right? We need to go past a few hundred transactions per second. Like, it's not sufficient, right? And then ETH wants to move to sharding, which hopefully will enable horizontal scaling, and you can get many chains that have a few hundred transactions per second, and you just scale horizontally. But sharding is a hard problem, and the first merge that's coming is not sharding, it's proof of stake. So it's really to be determined if ETH sharding works and what it even looks like, right? Will you be able to execute smart contracts on all the shards? Will the shards be able to talk to each other, right? So the scaling problem, how to scale the, blockchain, but the Ethereum virtual machine in general, right? Because everyone wants to use the Ethereum virtual machine. How to scale that is still very much an open problem. And maybe, ETH does pull off sharding and it can be just ETH, right, in the future. Maybe. Or maybe Solana, everyone moves to Solana, and Solana fixes their availability problems, and everyone moves from EVM to Rust, and that's where all the smart contracts live. But I don't think that's going to happen, and it's definitely not going to happen soon. So in light of this, what we're going to see for a while, and what's the really hard problem right now, the next big problem in blockchain is bridges. Right? Bridges are a new thing. Now that we have all these different L1s that are popular, it's not the days of, there's just Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now we have a ton of different L1s, right, that people want to use and are excited about and hold tokens on and buy NFTs on and, use DeFi apps on. We need to be able to for these L1s to communicate back and forth. Right? For the longest time, it was just exchanges, centralized exchanges that were basically the bridges. If I wanted to move XRP, if I wanted to swap XRP for ETH, right, I would have to basically sell XRP to the exchange and then buy ETH from that exchange, right? This works, but this is super centralized, and the exchanges, they own your tokens, right? You don't own your tokens there. And there's problems with this, right? When I try to do this, especially if I want to move between different exchanges, the exchanges they're not just, yes, do whatever you want quickly, right? They have an incentive. They want to protect their users. My accounts got frozen numerous times just trying to move tokens around, right? So there's an interoperability problem with exchanges. So we have this first wave of decentralized bridges, but they're not truly decentralized, right? Because there's always some sort of middleman that you need to trust, right? Let's talk about Wormhole, right? Wormhole is a bridge that allows you to move assets from ETH to Solana and back, or to AVAX, right, and back, and a couple other chains. But the way Wormhole works is there's still trust involved, because there's a set of Wormhole operators in the middle that need to observe what happens on each chain and publish signatures, say this is what happened, and you use that signature to move things to the other chain, right? The Wormhole operators give you a sort of proof. But in this situation, you're depending on the Wormhole operators. If the Wormhole operators decide we're just going to censor you, right? That's it. You can't move funds, right? If the Wormhole operators just fail, they get attacked and they fail, you can't move funds, right? If the Wormhole operators fake things, right, then everything's messed up. So there's an amount of trust on the Wormhole operators, right? And there have been Wormhole hacks as well. Wormhole is probably the most popular and best bridge right now, but it's not sufficient. Right? It also uses proof of authority, like the nodes that the Wormhole operators that do consensus are hand selected. Right? It's not like a vote or proof of stake. It's proof of authority. So even though Wormhole is good and it's great, now we can move tokens between these few chains, this small subset of chains. There's still a long way to go. It's sort of like the first iteration of this. Wormhole is sort of like the Ethereum of of bridges. Ethereum was one of the first smart contract chains to come out, right? And we see now, years later, Ethereum has scaling problems, right? It needs to change. And that's what's going to happen with bridges, that as time goes on, we're going to see Wormhole was just the first iteration and needs to be improved upon, right? And so there's a lot of bridges out there. And I encourage you all to look at the different bridges and how they work. But all of the bridges out there involve some sort of trust, right? And this is less than ideal, right? We don't want any sort of trust. We don't want to depend on any sort of operators in the middle. We don't want to, depend on their availability and their correctness, right? Ideally, we would actually just be able to seamlessly move tokens chain to chain with no intermediary, right? This is called a trustless bridge. I think this is one of the most exciting things in blockchain right now. But in general, bridges are the next hard problem in blockchain. Even just moving tokens around, if I just want to swap these different tokens, right now, like most of the ways I have to do it are through some sort of centralized exchange. Like the wormhole works for a few chains, but there's still hundreds of chains that I can't interoperate with, right? So this is going to be a multi-chain world, at least for a while, and we need to build for that, right? We can't have siloed chains because every chain has different things that they're good at, right? XRP is very cheap and very fast. Transactions settle in 4 seconds, final in about 4 seconds, right? And fees are less than a penny. Super cheap. It also has some built-in great features like a decentralized exchange just built in at the protocol level. But XRP doesn't have smart contracts right now, right? So yeah, we could say let's add smart contracts to XRP. And of course, that's a great thing to do. But maybe some people don't want to use a smart contract language that is on the XRP ledger, and they want to use some smart contract that's already deployed on Ethereum. They want to buy an NFT that's on Ethereum, right? They just have Ethereum and they just want to be able to move funds, move assets, and use these different chains seamlessly, right? We can't have this like lock-in idea, because that's the whole point of blockchain, is to not be locked in, that there's a protocol, there's an open protocol that anyone can use and build on, and that allows interoperability, right? Because we already have lock-in in Web 2 with, say, like Facebook, right? Facebook is the only one that can make a Facebook app that can allow people to interact with your posts, with your posts, with your messages. It's all stuck within Facebook, right? And blockchain is supposed to be the opposite of this, where it's not stuck, where it's an open protocol. It's a known protocol that doesn't change randomly, that anyone can use. So we need to really utilize this and not have our tokens and our assets siloed in different chains, and actually be able to move between different chains and have the different chains talk to each other seamlessly. This is what users want. This will be better for users. Most users now hold a couple different tokens at the very least, and want it, like, there's not that many maxis, and even if there are, they probably hold a couple other tokens. So we really need to build for this. This is what's going to really take blockchain to the next level, because it's a multiplicative factor where these chains actually work together in synergy to build things, instead of building things in a silo, right? So I think bridges are one of the most exciting things. But in general, build whatever you want, right? Because the exciting thing about blockchain is no one knows what's going to happen and what's coming next. And development happens very organically, right? If you build some smart contract that does something interesting that people find interesting and useful, right? No one saw it coming, but it blows up, right? NFTs were not a thing a few years ago, or not a big thing, and now there's this huge thing. So what's going to be the next huge thing? Right? No one really knows, but it's your opportunity to build that, to define the next big thing. So yeah, I hope this inspired you all, and get to building and have fun.
Perfect. So with all of that done, now let's talk about TOHacks 2022 overview. So this should be on Discord. The schedules for today and tomorrow.
It's on the announcements channel if you would like to take a look.
Yes.
And now we're going to pass it over to Isabel from MLH for a couple of words.
Good morning, beautiful people. Is it safe to assume that you can see my screen? Yes, awesome. So my name is Isa. I am a coach at Major League Hacking, And we are going to be active on our social media. You can see them on the left. And everything you need this weekend is going to be at hack.mlh.io. If you want to connect with other hackers, I assume you're already in the Discord, but just in case, this is the Discord link. And if you're wondering, what is Major League Hacking? We are the global hacker community, and it is our mission to support and to empower hackers. We have 135,000 other hackers, hackers just like you, and I mean just like you, regardless of where you're from or what skill level you have, what major you're studying. You are part of the Major League Hacking community. By being at one of Major League Hacking's events, everyone is earning points for their school in our season-long contest and rankings. If you want more points, you should involve more folks from your community. The winner of the season-long contest gets a really cool trophy for their school. Global Hack Week are week-long hacker festivals that take place throughout the year. The next one is In It, and it's the kickoff to the 2023 hackathon season, and it will feature workshops, mini events, panels, and announcements for the next season. The thing I'm most excited about is that we will be introducing our next season mascot. If you've noticed, everything is in alphabetical order. So our next mascot is going to start with the letter G. Yeah. So what are we doing this weekend? We have a slideshow karaoke mini event at 8 p.m. on Zoom. It is kind of like an improv event. It's super fun, so you should check it out. Take a break from hacking. Also, we have 2022 season mascot tees with Frankie the Foul Ferret, courtesy of our friends from Capital One. We have all the resources you need and some amazing prizes you can win. I'm going to go ahead and spoil a little bit of the prizes, but the TOHacks team, is going to present the rest of the prizes later. First up, we have the best use of Cockroach DB. I know that they also are sponsoring a prize, and you've heard from them a little bit earlier. If you win the MLH's best use of Cockroach DB, you win a 3D printing pen and a t-shirt. We are also debuting a new MLH sponsor called Cohere, and it is a natural language processing platform that you can use directly through your browser, which I think is super cool. And you can get started with $75 worth of free credit by going to the link below. And the best use of NLP with Cohere will win a Raspberry Pi for Starter Kit. Next up, we have the best use of Google Cloud. Check your pre-event email that starts with everything you need to know for the promo code for Google Cloud credits. Everyone has their own code, and you can redeem up to $100 per Google account, and you can create as many accounts as you need. Refill codes are available by talking to me, and the best use of Google Cloud will win a Google Cloud swag bag or backpack. Now, if you want to deploy your website, you can have a free .tech domain name, courtesy of domain.com. It is 1 year with privacy, and the code is SummerFun22. We've heard a lot about blockchain. So one of our sponsors is DeSo. It's short for Decentralized Social, and it is the first blockchain custom built to scale up social media applications. The best use of DeSo will win $100 worth of their crypto, as well as a tumbler. We also have Hedera, which is sponsoring the best blockchain project using Hedera, and you can win a glorious modular keyboard. You have to build on the Hedera test network to qualify, and no credit card or payment information is needed. If you need to see those again, check out the TOHacks dev post at this link, and we strongly suggest that you demo your project regardless of how much progress you've made. Your work is very important and you should show it off. If you demo your project, you earn a I demoed sticker, and you can use that project experience to apply for internships or jobs. For example, the ones with Major League Hacking's Career Lab, like Capital One, Qualtrics, and AB and Bev. We'll be looking for interns or full-time employees. Check them out on the link below. And if you're looking for something specifically with Major League Hacking, we have the MLH Fellowship. I believe the deadline has already passed, but it's a rolling basis, so you still have a shot. It starts this Tuesday, but if not, there is also a fall, a winter, and a spring. So it's year-round. There are multiple batches. So apply using the link below. It's a 12-week summer internship alternative. It's 100% remote. It focuses on open source contributions. You get a stipend and you get a great chance of landing a job with Meta or GitHub or whatever company you'll be working with. And now on a serious note, Major League Hacking hackathons are a safe space for everyone. If you're ever uncomfortable for any reason during this event, please come find me. By being at this event, you're agreeing to the code of conduct. This includes organizers and sponsors, and you should check it out. You should read it. But the TLDR is that you should be respectful and harassment and abuse are not tolerated. At digital events, it's important to remember that there's a human being on the other side of the screen. Boundaries exist, and folks are not ignoring you if they don't reply immediately. Once again, I want to thank all of our sponsors, and I will give it back to the organizers.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Isabel.
Awesome. So let's go through the challenge statements and judging.
So as for the first, I guess, overall general prizes, for first place, there'll be the winning team will get an $800 Amazon gift card split amongst all the team members. And also the winners will hang out. There will be a winners hangout that will take place at the Microsoft Reactor space in Toronto on June 1st. And same goes for second place. The winning team will win a $400 gift card split amongst the team and also a hangout at the Microsoft Reactor space. And as for third place, there will be $200 Amazon gift card split amongst the team along with the winners hangout.
Perfect. So now let's go to the Ripple Challenge. The Ripple Challenge is to build a hackathon project that uses blockchain technology for social impact. Winners will get a $100 gift card for each team member, which is pretty cool, and some Ripple branding gear. So the Genesis Challenge is for you to find ways to look at enhancing customer experience through the sustainability lens to improve people's lives. Prizes would be $400, $200, and $100 Amazon gift cards for the first, second, and third place, respectively.
As for the Capital One Challenge, the question statement is how may we digitally engage our different demographics? The prizes will only be shippable within Canada, but each team member will receive a bag filled of swag and goodies and a $50 gift card.
Perfect. And now the Deloitte Challenge is to build the best web or mobile application that supports Deloitte's path to net zero. The winner will receive a Deloitte swag bag.
As for the Cockroach DB Challenge, it's the best use of Cockroach DB. It's open to all participants, and the winning team member will get a Amazon gift card worth up to $100 Canadian for each team member.
So the Assembly AI Challenge is the best creative use of Assembly AI. Each member of the winning team will receive a $50 Amazon gift card.
And as for the Salonis Challenge, it is a data analytics is to build a data analytics workspace using Salonis to discover the data behind the pizzeria Mamma Mia's delivery routes. So you answer all the challenge questions and submit it to receive your professional certificate. All of the questions have been posted on DevPost and on our Hacker Pack. So the prize is a $50 gift card per person.
So the most engaged hacker is a prize by MLH. So the most engaged hacker will win a ticket to the MLH HackCon, which is a pretty cool conference.
As for the judging criteria this weekend, there are 6 main categories. So was the solution effective in its nature? What level of originality does the solution possess? What was the solution's design feasible? What was the technical complexity of the solution? And how effectively was the design thinking and creative processes implemented? And lastly, did the group members present their project with confidence and clarity?
So for team formation, if you do not already have a team, please send a message to #team to the team formation channel to find others. Your team has to be 4 or less people, and everyone should be registered on DevPost.
Yeah, so please join the dev post. We'll be sending the link to the dev post in the chat right now. So please join right now. We'll just take a couple seconds for you guys all to join.
Awesome. Someone should be sending it in the chat. Okay, now important, submitting to dev post. When submitting to dev post, the secret code is Corgi. And the question should look somewhat like this, and you should enter Corgi there.
So yeah, as for mentorship requests, if you need a mentor's assistance for your project, please submit your request using the TOHacks mentor bot. So we will only be accepting these mentorship requests through the mentor bot, as it organizes all of these requests for mentors to claim. So there are kind of command guides posted in the Discord. So here are a couple of the commands that you can do to view your ticket status, and yeah.
Perfect. So submitting dev post, there's an AirPod raffle for all of those who submit, and
priority for those who submit will be given for our next meetup. So we have a meetup next week, and actually we just had one yesterday, and here's kind of a photo from our Toronto meetup on Friday.
That looks really good. So throughout the weekend, if you need to ask the organizers a question, message us on Ask Organizers, the channel, on Discord. If you need any other assistance or have clarifications and aren't sure who to ask, please message on the channel Discord help.
Now, as for the Hacker Pack, you can head over to www.tohacks.ca/live, and here will be the TOHacks 2022 Hacker Pack. So you can access all the information and resources you need for the weekend. So if you have any questions, visit the Hacker Pack first, and message on Discord if you still can't find the answers.
And more prizes. So throughout the weekend, when you participate in our workshops and game activities, we will enter your name in raffles, in many raffles and swag drops. So many prizes have already been given out. Make sure you keep your engagement high. Make sure you come to our workshops and game activities and win more prizes.
Yeah, and lastly, connect with us. Connect with us on Facebook. You can send us an email at Gmail at info@tohacks.ca, and check out our Instagram.
Awesome.
So the hacking begins now. Good luck, everyone.